Hello guys, welcome back to another Jurassic World Epic Evolution review. Getting another one out of the pile. This is the Jurassic World Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus. Now this was a figure I was not going to buy, but I found it at Ross for 15 bucks and I was like, alright, this is a figure I'm gonna buy at Ross for 15 bucks. There is nothing wrong with this Allosaurus, it's just I never really cared for it. And the Hammond Collection Allosaurus coming out the same year didn't help this figure's case. But 15 bucks for a dinosaur that would be normally 30 is not a bad deal. So inside you get this Epic Evolution Allosaurus here. This is the predecessor to the Epic Evolution Beckel Spinax. And there's two packaging variations. There's the Jurassic World Epic Evolution variant of the packaging, and then there's the Chaos Theory variant of packaging that I'll throw a picture of. You can still quite easily find this guy rotting at your local Walmarts and Targets. If you're lucky, you might even find it at Ross, like I did for 15 bucks. You got the Jurassic World logo, pictures of the Allosaurus, coastal biome, Ruthless Rampage. On the back of the box it shows off the features, being the attacks, and then we've got the Neovinator, which does have a review on the channel, and then the Triceratops, which I might one day review. I own both variants, so we'll see. You got Rampage Attack and Evolved for Battle, hence the Epic Evolution naming. And yeah, it's an Allosaurus, so it's not going to be like a bad figure. It's just not going to be like there's a better Allosaurus that came out in the same year. So let's crack this open. I do like Allosaurus. It's definitely a fun one. And this is definitely a fun figure. So if I'm a little negative, it's not really me being negative, it's just like, I probably should have reviewed this when it first came out. Let's get it open. So here's the Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus out of the box, and honestly, pretty decent profile on this guy. It does feel a little awkward in a way, but it's definitely decently scaled for sure. I think it would be to scale. This is a Chaos Theory Epic Evolution release. It's supposed to represent that Allosaurus, and I think it does an okay job. Some scarring on the eye would have been nice to help further distinguish it as that Allosaurus, but they did not do that in order to also keep it kind of generic. Definitely is not a bad figure for sure. It definitely gets the point across that this is an Allosaurus for sure, especially a Jurassic World one. Let me see. No banded pupil. I can tell this was a $30 figure at retail. Should have painted the pupil. And then no paint on the fingers, but that's to be expected. As far as your articulation goes, pretty decent range. This is all tied to the action feature, but the arms will move back and forth as well as out. The arms are in kind of an awkward position outside of the box. I would probably change it to be more like that. It looks a little bit better. The legs are articulated, they'll move back and forth. They are on a ratchet, and then these do swivel, so you can move those out a little bit. And then the tail does have a joint. That's nice. It's nice getting that additional articulation on the tail. And then the rest of the articulations tie the action feature. The sculpt's nice. This looks nice and thick and armored, very alligator-esque. And then you've got the Evolved for Battle spikes down here. But overall, from head to tail, not bad. A little short, but not bad. Yeah, for 15 bucks, $15 dinosaur, what I paid, not bad at all. As far as action features go, you've got your Jurassic World Facts scan code. You pull down this chunk of flesh on the leg, revealing the scan codes. If you want to scan that into Jurassic World Facts, be my guest. And then you've got the pinwheel. I have stated I don't really care for this gimmick, but it's what they went with, and it's honestly pretty blended in pretty well. And you just spin it to make it do a rampage attack, which I will show off. So a pretty nice range of Allosaurus noises there. And then you get the Evolve for Battle feature, which is stupid, and it looks really stupid on this figure. Yeah, doesn't that look so cool? The spikes up? No, it doesn't. I keep them down for the more natural profile because I like my dinosaurs to look like dinosaurs. Teeth on this guy are the rubber plastic inserts, and they do look pretty good. And then you do have the signature black tongue of the Allosaurus, which is a nice touch. Sometimes they'll paint this pink. It's black. And then the teeth, they're nicely inserted. They're soft, so it does not feel like my hand is gonna get hurt. They bend and flex, but they still look sharp. Honestly, I wish I could pose it with an open mouth position. I think I can. Yes, I can. So it's kind of hunched over, getting ready to eat whoever you'd like it to. That is one nice thing about this pinwheel. And there it is, fully evolved for battle. So what do I rank this figure? If I'd bought this for 30 bucks, I'd be a little disappointed. Because I paid 15 for it, this ain't bad. And especially if I was a younger one, I would enjoy this a lot more. It's a very fun kind of flagship toy for the line. For the year, Allosaurus is always a fun figure to get. I do love my Allosauruses. So I will go ahead and give this guy a pretty decent 8 out of 10 ranking. I do recommend it if you cannot find the Hammond Collection Allosaurus. Like, if you just need an Allosaurus for your collection, this ain't bad. If you're gonna pick one or the other, grab the Hammond Collection one. I'm gonna go grab it right now. So here's our Hammond Allo, and for essentially, I think maybe $5 to $10 more, you get an infinitely better figure. It's bigger, it's more slender, it's more accurate to the films. This is not bad. It's much more a toy. This is a collector's piece, and you can tell they really put a lot of love into this. If you just want an Allosaurus for your collection to sit on a shelf, go with this. If you're shopping for a younger collector or really want like that electronic Allosaurus vibe, can't go wrong with this one either. So both of these get recommends from me. If you want my favorite Allosaurus of all time, it's that Dominion Damage one from Walmart. That's my favorite. But these are not bad. This is more cartoony, goofy, Chaos Theory, Camp Cretaceous-y, younger collector oriented. This is for your older, more serious collectors. But let me know what you think of this Allosaurus. Let me know if it's worth it to you. Let me know if you have the original packaging with the Chaos Theory packaging. And let me know what you thought of the video down below. Hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in another video. Take care.